What's up? Is my audio and video on point? All right. I'm still waiting for Amy. I'm doing all right. Hold up. Mm-mm. Give me a quick second. I thought I was the one that was going to be late to this because that's what I. Oh, yeah. Leslie, thank you for the super chat for real. And Victoria girl, thank you so much. Leslie, you saw the light Vietnam lapel pin. It's the details, yo. Let me see what's going on with. Yeah, it's that 4K fireplace. It's that the 4K. You got that's the TV. I got all this art on the wall. I'm not gonna get any love. That's come on now. Michelle, how you doing? And True Crime Wifey in here too. Oh, Michelle, I didn't see until after that one stream with your boy. I have much respect for you because I'm not even going into that. It's not even waste my time with homeboy, but see, yeah. So where is she at? She's having tech issues, she says. All right. I'm still waiting on her. All right, so I'll just try to freestyle what I can. Um, Thank you. I haven't painted in a while though. I need to I definitely need to paint some more. I haven't done that in a little while. We're waiting. We're waiting on Amy. See what? Seriously, you want to see? Okay, hold up. I got a lot of stuff in here, and this is where I work at. I don't live like this. This is where but I have paintings on just about every wall. Um, so I mean, I'll at some point, I mean, I don't want to do it now, but I have a lot of art in here. Yeah. But Michelle, thank you. I yeah, I have a lot. Oh,
Sorry, it took so long.
somebody is late. CP
I know
time.
this time it's my problem. After I said that to you.
So if y'all don't know what y'all, I'm pretty sure most of y'all do. Um, this is Amy. Introduce yourself. Talk some shit.
My name's Amy. My channel is called The Crime Tea, and I'm so excited to be here. I mean, this is so cool. Like the fact that you reached out to me to want to do a project with me was really cool. Because I'm a big fan of your work, and before I started my channel, I was a viewer like everybody else. And let me know if you can hear me okay.
I can hear you.
Okay. But anyways, this project that we did together is so like I'm so excited about this. So thank you for having me on here and working with me because it's really cool, everybody.
This is how it happened. You don't have to thank me. This is so I saw on True Crime in a Minute on Leslie's channel a couple emails between Donna and Wendy, and they were about like I think it was Ben having like he missed his dad and everything, and they're back and forth, and it reminded me of the early emails right after they had gotten divorced and the things that led up to um the whole you know the and I hate saying it on here because it's YouTube and I still try to be respectful, but there was a lot of things that I noticed and how things built up and the way that um Donna and Wendy would go back and forth, and for me to explain things like how I see them is not so easy, but if I had more information, I can make that happen. And so when I saw this live stream, and I was like, oh, if I have more of these, so I reached out to Leslie. Leslie connected me to Amy, and we're gonna break this down now.
It's really cool, y'all. You don't even know.
Yo, I
like,
did.
He did this. I'm sorry, I have to say it. He did this in 2 days. And when you came to me and your idea about it, I was like, okay, sure. You know, like I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I'm in because I know that you're really creative with everything. And then when he showed me this presentation, I was like, whoa, this is literally amazing. And I think this is like the first live stream that I've been so excited to do because usually I'm I'm new at this, so I'm like a little, I'm always monotone, but I'm much for including me in this project.
Of course. So, which we wanted to go over some like their emails that they didn't really go over a lot during the trials. And after I read some of these things, ooh, and so, all right, let's do this.
And it was some that like I had, but you haven't seen, right?
Right. That I mean I'd like to think that I'm like really well versed in this, but in this case, but there I always learn more things. Like especially like when Leslie talks about the the food trucks. I didn't even know about that, and there's so much more to learn. It's just a lot of minutia. So let me
First off, I saw Michelle in the chat, and yes, it's the same Amy from Maryland girl wearing my Maryland t-shirt, which is cool because you lived here and you were supposed to wear your Maryland hoodie. What happened?
I didn't print one up. I didn't have enough time. It takes like 20 minutes to print one up, and I wasn't trying to be too late. So let me first, which we wanted to talk about the first email that
chronological order.
Yeah, chronological order. And so this, let me shit, now I gotta find it. 1 second. All right. Now, let's see. You know what? I'm never gonna really get the hang of this, am I?
Oh no, what kind of hope does that mean for me?
Yeah, we were all right. All right, so I think this is the one though. There was a part that talked about fear. Remember that? And all right, so this part here, this is Donna going over the plan that she wants Wendy to take on. And so it says the wife did not have unjustified expenses in moving, as she left in fear, knowing what she was told, she would be left penniless. All right, so then it goes on with wife knows her husband has an explosive temper and would be fearful of him entering her home. Okay. I noticed that Wendy invokes fear for everything she's scared of, everything. And when
since the inception of this plan, right? Since this whole thing before the murders, anything, fear is a constant theme with Wendy, right? Before the murders, she was saying, oh, he was abusing me, and he was what was it, emotionally abusing me because he told people that I had a mental illness.
Right. And there was,
and then it got to saying in her police interview, oh my God, they're gonna come after me and the kids, and I'm so scared, and they're gonna come after me, and I gotta leave. And then what we were talking.
Can you hear? Is your mic? Oh, you all right?
Am I buffering?
Yeah, it was buffering. You good now?
Is it better? I don't know what's happening. All right, is it better now?
Yeah.
So again, with Wendy, the theme of fear comes up again in her police interview, where she is saying, oh, they're going to come after me and my kids. I'm so scared. And what you and I were talking about earlier was like, why do you think this has anything to do with you? Right? Like, they've been divorced for 2 years. And why do you think that somebody's coming after you?
Right.
And, can you hear me okay?
think that
So
she went over the part where
theme of fear for when.
let me go back to this. Let me get this off the screen. How do I get it back? Now, where?
So what we were kind of talking about is just that there's a constant theme with Wendy when it comes to fear, and that seems to always justify her actions. I'm scared. I have to go to Miami.
And
The Markells were trying to put kids in foster care. Danny
right.
said that I had mental problems. Like a lot of everything that she does has to do with, like, she uses fear as a way to justify her actions, is what it is.
Exactly. And so what I did with this is I took the things that Donna was trying to have Wendy implement into what would be leverageable in court and color coded them as far as the types of manipulation that she employs. So I put these all together.
I mean, this is so cool.
in
So this
chronological
is,
order.
yeah, Dan Markel case email evidence map. So he put, let's see, there's patterns of behaviors, right?
Right.
Like common patterns of behaviors. Can you go to that and so we can read that? All right, we got common patterns of behavior: financial manipulation, parental alienation. I can't see the other two under there.
Legal strategy, character
Okay.
assassination, religious control,
Religious, mhm.
emotional
pressure.
coordinated planning,
Go ahead.
and communication control. So
Mhm.
I put all these through and I made a mind map. This Zoom is going in and out really fast, but I also have it on a timeline. So each of these types of manipulation strategies that Donna employs and also that Wendy employs too, then become in a bar graph here. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. All right, I can't. Can y'all see that?
I can
No?
see it.
You can see it?
I can,
Okay.
yeah.
Is everybody following along? We good? The shady shades of color, yeah. Exactly. So we
And
have
this isn't actually specific to Donna and Wendy. This is all the emails combined, right? Of
this is all
the behavioral pattern.
right. The ones that you sent me. So like even with like the other ones, like once I add those in, they'll all be mapped out together. Like if you can see here, the lines at the bottom, these are how they're chained together. If they're an email chain, each of these emails are separate, but if they're connected, whether by chronologically, like see there's no chain here, and you have different ones that show, like say like the one for was it Lisa Carey. So in summary, Wendy apologizes to the realtor not being able to move forward with house purchase due to ongoing litigation. So it covers the main parts of the I'm trying to get the words right.
We're looking for where it's pattern of behaviors with these 8 behavioral patterns, and this shows with the every color coded part of the graph is a part of. So we're looking at the data in a whole by putting these emails into this and looking at these behavioral patterns that they often have during this whole entire time.
Yeah.
You know, the common theme of we hate Dan, this and
Right.
that, or even any manipulation tactics like, oh, you got the Nazi thing, or
Mhm.
or you need to do that, or money, or anything. So like the main common themes that the Adelsons used before and after the murder, based on these emails, we put it in this system so we can kind of see the timeline of how it intensified or didn't from before the murder and after. Did I explain that okay?
Yes. And so along with the different manipulation tactics, the the process of fear is not is something that's displayed. You behave a certain way if you're actually scared of something. So when if you are fearful of someone, you will avoid them. You'll have some kind of paralysis or anxiety. But Wendy doesn't show that. She just says it. Or she'll bring someone around, like when she first left there, and she brings someone around as to try to protect her. But it's
Mm-hmm.
not, it doesn't land. So when she said she was terrified when she first went to when she left Tallahassee after, because she was terrified that someone's going to come after her. Like, fear is just employed in such a weird way. And
it's common for
right.
when we look at that behavioral pattern. It was, oh, he's coming to my job and he's telling everybody I have a mental illness and I'm scared. And
Right.
then in the interview, oh, is somebody coming after me and the kids? And it's like, okay, you don't even know what happened yet. Like, why do you think you're a target?
Right. But
Why are
after that,
you trying to express that fear when it could have been a robbery, like road rage, anything
mhm,
like that? But she kind of makes it about herself, where she's like, oh, my kids, like, we have to, what if somebody comes after my kids? Who's next? Who's
right.
next, Jane? And it's like,
It
why are
doesn't
you even thinking that in that moment when you don't even know what's going on?
exact
And
right. And it
you've
all
been
but all of
divorced for like 2 years at this point. Like, why do you think that you're so special that somebody's gonna come after you?
right. Let me just say
You
this.
know?
All of those things stop after the murder, though. So all of that fear, I'm talking about through the emails that I've read, all of them seem to stop. So a lot of y'all have seen, or at least had them read to y'all in court or whatever, the main ones. But if you just focus on the types of manipulation as time goes on, these people are next level evil. It's what's the word I'm trying to
Mhm.
use? I can't get the words right. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm listen. Let
It's
me
a
just say this.
pattern of behavior.
Let me just
It's a
say
pattern
this.
of behavior.
I got nervous as hell before I came on this week. Came on to this week because I was like, this project I've been on for like
Yeah.
2 days,
It's
and I just wanted to present it right because it's gonna
straight. Stay straight.
2 days straight, and I'm telling you, like, I
I
have.
know, and I'm like, how did you even do this in 2 days? Like, oh my god.
And so when because I
It's so
knew,
cool.
like, I
Okay. All
knew
right.
that it
Why
was
don't we start with the chronological?
Yeah, so this goes back to this is where Donna goes to Wendy and she's trying to explain the what's non-negotiable and things like that. So I think I don't think that they went over the whole thing in court, but just like the main parts, like the no fault divorce state, things like that. But this is where it begins. Yeah. And so when you have Donna talking like this, it's crazy on its own. But when she later on brings up that she's paying $600 an hour for this, then it's like, you paid $600 an hour so you could always have your 2 cents in. And this is like, are you paying because you want to help your daughter?
She's paying for Wendy's attorney.
Right. She's paying
for the she's paying for Wendy's attorney so she can have a say in it.
Right. And then uses it against her later. It's like these people are very wild. So let's go over this. So in this one, we know about the bribe and then the third of a million, all that stuff. But in this one, it's basically like 5 out of 8. It's Donna giving a legal strategy. She's implementing the coordinated planning, and that's I think that's what's sometimes sinister about it too, because with the way that she puts Charlie into it, and Charlie does not care about this. He doesn't really respond to emails. I've seen that after they go back, Donna and Wendy go back and forth, Donna will send it to Charlie, and Charlie doesn't have anything to say. He doesn't care. So it's the way that she does all these things are so intertwined. It's not like just one email just has one tactic. Each of these have multiple tactics used, and they're used to not just further Wendy's goals, but Donna's goals. And she also says that no one else is reaching their goals because you're not doing this. Like, Donna is a menace.
So in this specific email, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, well,
I kind of wanted
to this one. If you want to read the quotes off that one.
Can I read the can you go up a little bit? Because I want to read the tactics. Okay, so I don't have to read the whole entire email, but go down
to which ones they were.
Yeah.
The emails. Okay.
Right there. Yeah. So the manipulation patterns detected in this specific email are the legal strategy, coordinated planning, financial manipulation, character assassination, and emotional pressure. And then when you go down, some quotes from this specific email are: the most important part of your divorce is relocation. I sincerely hope your attorney understands that this is your non-negotiable. It's super important for the judge to get the message that this guy is a big bully. Don't let him go. If you do, you're enabling and facilitating your stay in Tallahassee. This bastard has not paid 1 cent towards your bridge gap alimony. So each email shows the manipulation tactics, and then there's like little quotes that kind of go along with that.
Summarize it.
Maybe we should go to the next one.
Which one?
And then the severity at the top. Well, the severity, a critical severity, right? Because it has so many manipulative patterns in just that one email.
Right.
Yeah. Do you want to go to the next
Yeah,
email?
the next one. And so the never, never, never give up. And so this is the one that after, okay, so after the previous one here, so there's 5 different types of manipulation, and then you have 4. This is the one that's about to make Wendy be like, yo, you got to relax. And it was about like, to Donna, it's about winning something. And even though Wendy, I don't know how to put it. She's still just as evil, but like she tries to make Donna feel like you're really like,
I think more.
But she's trying to act like she has a heart that she's really not trying to like. I don't know if she's like, what do you think? Do you think she's like pulling back to be like, no, not really, just to make Donna go be like, no, you got to really do this? What do you think?
Who, Wendy?
Yeah, like
I think that Wendy knows that. I think Wendy knows how to pull Donna's strings, right?
Right.
So I think that by Wendy saying, "Oh, I give up on everything. I'm gonna stay here. Like it's over. It's over. It's over." Like she knows that her mom is probably thinking, "No, this is not over. Like we have to do something about this. Like I don't accept this." I think that Wendy is so used to getting her way growing up, not only in her family, but also with her academic achievements or whatever, and probably social and career wise, that I'm sure when she doesn't get her way, she doesn't shut up, right? She's probably nonstop. I mean, Jeff Lacasse said that. Like, he's like, every single day I was with her, she complained about Tallahassee. So I could imagine that she probably complained to her mom and Charlie just as much. She knows that her mom is the type of mom that's going to make shit happen for her princess, and I think that I'm pretty sure that she probably said, "Oh, I'm never going to be able to leave here unless anything happens to Danny," like she did to Jeff, right? And so probably I think she planted the seed in Donna's brain, right? Like, oh, she's never going to come home, I think Wendy was also annoyed with how much her mom and her brother were in her business as well. And I feel like she just knew how to press Donna's buttons enough to have her go off the deep end, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's parts of them that, being that some don't really respond to the others type of manipulation. So I don't think Charlie would directly go for, if Wendy was like, you know what, we should do. But Donna, it seems like Wendy is Donna's golden child and Charlie is the fixer. He just fixes whatever. So if Wendy conveys it to Donna in such a way that's the end of the world, or whatever she's saying to her face to face, and or whatever Donna's, I guess, just conjuring up in her mind, who knows, based on what's being presented to her. I'm wondering if Wendy would be aware of it. It's like, maybe they'll do XYZ if I just make it hellish for him, and she doesn't have to say anything. She just doesn't bring Donna's grandchildren there, and then Donna goes off.
And I think that for Charlie, for some reason, he felt pride in convincing Wendy to do stuff, or like, he was like, oh, she backed out of the house because I told her so, or she didn't accept that job because I told her so. And in that way, it made him feel like he was some type of valuable
Yep.
person to his mom,
He
because
felt accomplished by it.
like in the wiretap calls, it's always like Donna's like, well, maybe you should talk to her about it because she might listen to you. And he's like, trust me, mom, I told her this and she did that, so like in a way it's like he takes pride on thinking that he's the one that's able to convince Wendy to do things, and Donna's proud of him because she's like, thanks for doing me that favor by convincing your sister.
Right. And I think that based on this comment,
ultimately he didn't care.
let's go over this comment, like what Miss Kitty said. Chris DeCoste touched on this when he said, your brother went behind your back like he's done in the past and dealt with it himself. I think that's damn near a perfect. I think that's a perfect quote on that. Like, I think that was like kind of a trick question. Like, it went behind your back, and if Wendy says, yeah, he did it, then she incriminates Charlie. I mean, Chris DeCoste is a beast lawyer. I can't call him Christopher because grown men don't call the grown man Christopher.
I love
him. Christopher's my real name. Grown men don't call grown men Christopher. I'll tell you that. If you're a man and you're unrelated and you're under the age of, if you're related to me and under the age of 70, don't call me Christopher. If you're unrelated, don't ever call me Christopher. That sounds either gay or authoritative. Oh man! All right, back to the program. So
go back to the mind map, because like that's the coolest part to me.
Okay. I gotta separate these.
So let's click on them, and see how. All right. So that one, that's a high severity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some of them are a lot, have like yeah. When they go back, which one was this? When Dan Markel just wanted
is he on drugs?
Yeah.
He was trying to buy his kids shoes, and she's like, is he on drugs? I'm gonna buy them better shoes.
Yeah, right. To go to Stripe, right? Oh man, if you went to, I would not want to play the game if I was in some Stripe right shoes. Y'all, how can y'all got M's in the bank, and then y'all going to Stripe right shoes? Stripe right doesn't even have. I don't even think they have Nikes, but like, Jim Richmond, thank you so much. Good to see you posting more. Good to see. Thank you. I saw your comment before saying that about me not posting, so I'm on it. I'm on it. As you see, I'm making diagrams. I think I'm gonna do this for like every case, but this one in particular, every piece of information that I come across is gonna go into this. And
just so you guys know, we are waiting on a lot more emails like coming soon.
Yep.
About 1,800 emails from the Adelson case. And so we're going to do another part because we're going to add all of them to this to see their patterns of behavior and their manipulation patterns and all that, and how, and then so like we have all the emails, it'll be a better picture of the timeline graph to show kind of like how, you know, messed
Yep.
up they are.
And not in addition to that, like the manipulation part, I thought would be the easiest way to go into this, because I'm like, the idea I had is to make this a lot bigger, but I started with the very easy common denominator for all things Adelson minus Robert, and that's the manipulation aspect. So if I get the behavior patterns on a on a timeline, and then start adding other pieces of evidence down to like the minute. Like if you look at all these emails, if I gotta show it on a timeline. They're down to the on a 24-hour clock, like 1818 is, well, 1800 hours is 6 o'clock. So I have them all going together, and that way it's easier to see what's going on at the same time. So if you have emails, and then we'll start adding in call records and things like that, that shows how this is on a crime is on a continuum. Like each of these emails, like when they read them in court, they sound like just, and then she said this, and then they said that, and then they said this, but it doesn't work that way. Like you can tell more about something being important in someone, not by what they say, but how fast they respond. And so,
or even the tone of it. And in court, it's so like, there's no emotion behind it when they have, either when the prosecution reads it or the witness on the stand reads it, there's no emotion behind the emails at all. So it's it hits different when it's going on in real life, you know?
Right. And so like other things, other events that are going on, like I might have to there are other things that people who are adjacent to this case, they're not really in it like that, but they talk a lot. And the things that they say online, I've archived for 10 years. They're 10 years of this, okay? And so the things that they post about are cool, but when they don't post certain things, they line up with major events that happened in this case in 2014. And to say it to y'all is like, it doesn't make sense, just like it didn't make sense to Amy a couple days ago when I was like, I have this idea, I think it's going to be like, and then if she didn't have faith in it, I mean,
I was like, okay, whatever, do what you got to do, I trust you.
But it's like I have like, it's when you see like all of these different events that are happening at the same time from different people and different means of communication, it's not people like when people, hopefully you don't have to go through this, but if you're accused of a crime, they're only pointing out the crazy stuff. Like they'll be like, look, the big stuff that's the top charge, they're only going to point at the things that are really bad. But a lot of times people who commit crimes, even like on a regular basis, they're not doing it 24/7. So, but the things that they're doing in between is how you really catch people. So in a sense, if you look at how they try this case with other people, they talk about other events, but that's not what the jury really wants to hear. But really, the in between is how you know like what someone's methods are and things like that. So they try to do that with emails in court. They try to do that with call records, but unless you really like have been through it, like there'll be some small details that I pick up on. I know I can tell them like, all right, this could happen, or these people don't know what's going on, so they're calling each other and having 45-minute conversations, but the other people aren't even on the phone. For example, you have on say on the June trip, you have Sigfredo not calling Katie, and you have Charlie not calling Wendy, but you have Charlie and Katie going back and forth, and everything's going on. Now, from my understanding, when I look at that, I'm like, oh, they've been cut out. There's no point of them being there, because really Charlie and Katie are middlemen. The main people is the customer, who is Wendy. I'm just going to say it because she's the one that benefits from this. And then Sigfredo. So
The one who's carrying it out.
Excuse me?
The one who's carrying it out. He's providing that service for the customer.
Exactly. Yeah. So when Katie gets on the stand and talks about Halloween in 2013 and nothing happens until July of 2014, then something's not getting done. And it's usually because someone hasn't been paid. But Katie's bank record says she's been getting paid a lot of money and nothing's getting done. That tells me that she was given the money to do something and she didn't pass the money along. Now, it sounds like conspiracy theory, but it's not that hard to grasp. It might, me trying to explain it, maybe I'm not explaining it that well, but it's very simple. Like she has all this money, nothing's happened.
Katie.
So, yeah, Katie's bank records are crazy. She deposited.
When was like the first or like rise in money in her account, I guess?
All right. So remember, it was Halloween 2013. So, geez, it's like I know this word for word. So that in 2013, cash deposits. I'm not talking about direct deposits from her job or checks or whatever. Cash deposits in 2013 from January 1st to the end to October 30th, $400. From October to December, it was like $3,000 or something like that, and then it just kept going up. She's dropping off. She's sometimes going to the bank twice a day, dropping off 500 to 600. That tells me you are sneaky stealing. You're stealing, and you're not putting all the money in the bank because it will alert the bank, but you're not also doing that just in case Sigfredo's like, yo, where's that money at? And then she put it in the bank, and it's like, oh. But Katie, I can tell how Katie talks on her during her proffer. She has no idea like how she really sounds to someone from my perspective. I look at it, I'm like, oh, she would be dead. She would be, I've said it before, like it will only be a picture at her funeral. They wouldn't know where she is. Like when you see, you hear everybody. Well, if you on here, you watch true crime. There's plenty of stories, in that have a pretty girl who's been found in 6 different pieces in 6 different places, and they're like, well, she didn't do anything, but like she's close, she's adjacent to people that are in that life. And it's like, that's one of the main reasons, is because they have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and then they cross over and do something stupid out of selfishness. And then that's what happens. Cause that's the only way to rectify the situation is to make sure it never happens again. You send a message. I hate to say it, but if she wasn't Sigfredo's woman, she would be deader than Tupac. I'll tell you that for real. I'm being
not
real.
deader than Tupac.
Well, I'm just saying.
All right. Can we go back to the mind maps? Because I don't think you understand how cool this is, this whole thing that you made.
Thank you.
And
I
I
was
wish I could click
I was
on everything because I did earlier and I'm like, it's so interactive.
that's what I wanted to be because I I wanted this to be something that where I think in images and I don't think in things in categories. So it's easier if you can see it how I see it in my head.
Yeah.
Right. So if you go and just click on one, that there are all the ways that these things are connected.
Which is crazy because when you first like showed me this or like sent me the link and I was able to click on it, I'm like, how do you think about this in your head? This is crazy. You know, it's so insane. It's so cool. Like, so okay, go to a different one because I just want everybody to see like how, like so this one that's on the screen, it says medium severity. Am I saying severity right?
Yeah, you are. You didn't say it Baltimore way like Spurdy.
Severity.
Spurdy.
I could say severity. All right. Okay, so this one, bad news. Short email stating not in the mood to talk right now and hope you'll understand. Wendy's hearing for relocation was denied. No chance. Oh, at the appellate level for an appeal. I know this one. This is when she sent it wait, Donna said that to Wendy? I can't remember, but I know exactly what you mean. It was after the relocation was denied and they were all upset or whatever. And then
Charlie. I think I might have put that one in wrong.
I think Wendy sent that to Donna because I think Donna had said something like, "Oh, this is crazy," and I think Wendy was like, "I don't feel like talking right now." Like she's like, "I don't want to do this right now." And then this one, I know everybody knows that one.
Yeah. That's one of the Donna's greatest hits.
Unhinged emails, yeah.
But the one thing that's difficult about this is like the email chains they're
forwarded, yeah,
back and forth, and then they'll forward one. I might put it into this the wrong way, which I did.
And I should have warned you about that. I just sent them to you. And I'm like, figure it out. But I forgot to tell you that they're all over the place for some reason. That's how the state gave it back as discovery. I'm kind of scared about the 1800 we're about to get back and like sorting through those because I mean, I asked for every single email. Every email in this case, I want it. I want it from Wendy's phone, extracted, Donna's devices, whatever they have. And the lady emailed me back. She's like, I'm just letting you know that it's a lot. She's like, it's about 1,800 emails, maybe a little more. And I was like, I don't care. I need them. Sorry. She probably thinks I'm crazy. I think they're tired of me, like the state attorney's office, because I'm always like emailing them back and forth.
I think they have like with that. I don't think they really even they care. I don't think they care too much about putting things in order. I think they're like this.
No, not at all. No, and it's like, oh, you requested this. This is what we got. Like, I have to be. It's really annoying because it's like you have to be so specific, detail oriented, dates and times, exhibit numbers, everything for them
Yep.
to actually give you what you're asking for. If you
Right.
just say, "Oh, I want Wendy's emails," they're going to send you 2 or 3, right?
That's oh man.
That's the annoying part of it, and it's a lot of wording, I guess.
Yeah.
Of
When it comes, like I've seen like another FOIA that was like, I hate to say it bad, where it was pretty bad, but there's no emails. It was the Madeline Soto case in
mm,
Orlando, Kissimmee, Florida, and
mhm.
all like a lot of their reports are just out of order. And if I was about with this, I was about to just print every one of these out and just because it's easier if I have it in my hand. I can sort. I
Trust
can
me,
sort them out.
I print them at work. I use my work paper, and I'm like, I just want to see these like physically, and I have like files with like the divorce files that are physical that I just print out. Like, I know it's kind of crazy, but it's easier when you have it in front of you, you
Right.
know.
Like on a computer, like switching screens and all that.
Mhm.
It's already wild tedious.
And then I
Um.
feel like you can catch details better when you have a physical copy in front of you.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Um. Sigfredo and Wendy Dangerous. You. Oh. Since you made Leslie, let me just tell you this. If you set up a publishing account with BMI, you'll you'll get paid royalties because it's your own music, even if it's. I'm just letting
for
you know.
Wendy's song.
Yeah, I
And
I mean,
let me say really quick, this is so, but I have to. I keep forgetting to tell Leslie this, but I never go to the mall, right? Like I don't remember the last time I went to the mall, but the other day, me and my husband went to the mall.
mhm.
I think we were getting something specific, but we were walking around, and I swore that in my head they were playing that Wendy song, like, loud, and I'm, like, singing it kinda, like, in my head, and I'm like, "Wait, are they playing this, like, right now?" And then I was like, "Okay, maybe I'm just going crazy because it's, like, in my head so much that I literally thought they were playing it at the mall."
let's let's go into what Maya said. Hi Maya. This needs my undivided attention. I'm definitely gonna rewatch this. My I appreciate that, but I definitely want to know Maya's opinion once it's over because Maya's an attorney and she's I think I'm not gonna like sound like I'm tooting my own horn, but I those opening arguments and those props that they've been putting up in this trial on both sides, like the one on the prosecution was decent, but only because the defense had what was it called? Construction paper stuff. And
Oh my god, I forgot you said that. That is so funny. For Donna's trial, right? They had
yeah,
like a poster board, like elementary construction paper cutouts
yep.
um on a poster board.
And I
Yeah.
think with this type of presentation, it's just it's linear. You can go one by one and just
That's what I said. I was like, "Oh my god, you need to send this to Georgia." Like I said we should call this Georgia's tabs, right? Because you just click on something, something comes up, you got all the information, the synopsis, the patterns, and I'm like, this is better than Georgia's tabs. I mean, I feel like you need to create this and give it to Georgia. So instead of like her binder, she has like an iPad. She just clicks on whatever part of it and it pops up. And I was like, this is really, really cool. And okay, click on another one because
okay. Oh, one real quick. What is CC? Please, Chris. What is that? What does CC mean? Um,
It's either closed
or
caption or
like when you see
forward
everybody in a.
or ask somebody.
I damn. What is it called? When you see someone on a
Email.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're
I
Spanish,
think
so
this is gonna be like I'm gonna have these moving around so that I can sort them out, but I don't know how to do that part yet. But it's easier to go with the
so
timeline.
click on another one. I like the mind map more.
I like the mind map a lot. It's just that when more information comes, it's gonna end up like that anyway. But
Yeah.
you can
So can you click from the timeline?
you can filter them out.
Yeah, which is so cool. It's like if you filter out, like, go to character assassination, yeah, and
Yep.
then it comes up with all the emails that have that
Yep.
in it, and then the quotes.
Like the coordinated planning, I think is, even though they didn't go through with that, like just the ideas is disgusting.
Mhm.
We all know the Catholic Church thing, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's this is gonna be crazy. Like
I
after
know.
this is all done, like
Once we get all the emails, this is gonna be so cool.
yeah, and then I'll add in like the I'll be able to make it to be filtered by not just like say it's gonna be you'll be able to filter through every type of category you can think of. Like
Mhm.
I try to think of every type of manipulation, and I'm not a psychologist, but so I'm like Googling different types of manipulative tactics that I thought would fit. And
And the ones that are common for this case, right? I mean, it's such a common, we get the same type of manipulation tactics and patterns with the Adelson. I mean, they do the whole I'm scared, or,
yep.
let's go against his religion, or let's offer money or a bribe to
Mhm.
anybody, or they do have, that family does have this pattern of like behaviors like this, like all of them, like Wendy, Charlie, Donna, Harvey was trying to bribe somebody with the grand piano, like
but, but even if you don't read the types of manipulation that they're using, you can just look at the graph and just know like this they're on their shit right now. You
yeah,
know?
this is
So
when it gets crazy.
right, you can numerate it. And I just I can't wait till the 1800 emails come in, because it'll be, and I'll have like a better grasp at this to make it so it's a lot easier to um parse. Is it parse?
Mhm.
Parse through everything, and it'll be you can search terms through it, everything. Like it's gonna be crazy. Like this
I'm
live is like
curious.
basically an intro to this.
Yeah, this is just the beginning of
The
this.
very beginning.
I think that we're gonna see an elevation, be like when the divorce first started, and then maybe towards the murder, it's gonna go up again. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Closer to the murder, it's gonna go up. Maybe,
Closed captioning.
I mean, during the divorce thing, it was pretty crazy, but we don't know what other types of emails are there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because they only pick the ones that are the most
Uh,
damaging to the person they're trying to
mhm.
convict at that moment.
Most relevant to
Mhm.
the trial.
And I
Mhm.
think with Wendy, um, there's I can only imagine the what's there, because she has a other email account too, and the Bahamas one. And so,
I mean, look at what I found that wasn't shown in the trial. Like looking through these emails, the whole your dad is under dirt in a box in Canada.
crazy.
You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
wasn't used. That wasn't used in trial, but I had them, and I was like, "Whoa, what is
I'm
like?
gonna pull that one up. I'm gonna
What
pull
the
that one up.
hell is
That
that?
one,
Who says that?"
them.
Yeah.
they're oh, there's something else. I'm gonna pull up the whole email
Mhm.
itself. Some of these different nodes, the squares, I don't know why, but it's like they're not all popping up emails, and it's annoying, but it'll get there. Let me go back to,
And I guess it's like things that just like stand out to us because we follow this case so hard sometimes. Not sometimes, sorry. I
sometimes
follow
every day,
it all the time.
yeah.
I just can't. I don't know why I can't get over this. So like things like that with that one email that really just stuck out to me. I'm like, what did she just say?
Mm-hmm.
That she told her kids that their dad was buried under dirt in a box in Canada, her young kids. Like it's things like that with Wendy that like drive me insane because she does these little digs that aren't actually a crime, right? They're just weird, like her writing podcast, whatever.
That
That
was,
you're like,
yeah.
I know you're guilty. Oh my God, you know? Oh my
Like
God.
she that was that writing thing was, you know what? I'm gonna transcribe that too, and I'm gonna throw that bitch in here too.
Mm-hmm.
That one was good, and I think that
Yeah.
it touches on a lot of subjects that are in the emails, but also what she says when she's in testifying. Like there's just yeah,
Inconsistencies with everything
yeah.
she says, which is it's almost like you like she makes you feel like you're crazy because you're like, that's not what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like she's like gaslighting us with her different testimonies, you know, and because she switches it up just a tiny bit, that like you have to think that you're like, wait, that's not what she said last time.
Nope.
I mean, the whole thing with when she said that Charlie wasn't at the beach, that's the first time she said that at Donna's trial.
Yep.
She never said that before. And then there was something else that she said at Donna's trial that was different that I'm like, girl, you're not on your game this time because clearly all those trials before you were on your game, you were ready to go, like you knew what to say, you were ready to
Mm-hmm.
battle. But like in Donna's trial, she just seemed so out of it for some reason. Like she just seemed different. I don't know. Maybe it's because it was her mom. I don't know.
I think she seemed a little because she didn't have that cockiness that she had in
Exactly.
2019. She
Mhm.
it
Even from Charlie's trial, I mean, she still had a little sass behind her. I'm
Mhm.
grateful they're already in jail, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Like her attitude, she didn't have that this time.
She was in the mirror doing that for the past year. She knew the question was coming. Oh, in jail. What was the other thing she said? Hold on. She was like, your family did this. She said it's how could you
Not
say
exactly, or something like that, yeah.
that?
And
Oh,
then and then they just said, "Sure," or she said, "Sure," and so but sure what? You know, like I mean, even in Charlie's trial, she had that sass behind her. She was still like cocky in a way, but this trial at Donna's, like, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, I'm not saying that I want her to be like that, but I was kind of disappointed because I was like, oh wow, you're kind of slacking on your
I think she knows.
psychopathic game.
Look, if you ever, hopefully it doesn't ever happen to you. If you're into something where you have a very strong feeling that one day your door is going to come off the hinges and dudes with flashlights, samurais, looking like samurai guys in riot gear are that's real anxiety, because the threat is real. It's not just like, oh, I'm just nervous about something. No, there's a good chance that your house is going to get invaded by 30 people with blue jackets.
Yeah, any day. Any
day. I'm trying to find this. I hate how these are so out of order, yo.
What do you mean?
Like the emails, because I can't find the Box Under Dirt one, and it's because I have the shoes one. Oh, this is the one. This is enough. Wait a second. This one, right? 1 second. This joint.
Oh yeah, we have nobody's. I had that one, but that's an interesting one that I'm not sure if anyone has really noticed.
Yeah, we talk about the Geek Squad thing, but it's damn, like Harvey. Okay, so Wendy said that that Charlie purchased
the TV. Why is it so confusing and intertwined?
I mean,
why is everybody so involved with this one TV? Charlie bought it, but it was under Donna's warranty. But Harvey made the appointment. Never mind, Donna made. Like, why is everybody so involved in this little tiny TV? Please tell me that.
I have an idea. I think I can tell you. And plus, now we know what the type of TV it is. And it wasn't even all that expensive. At the time, it was a decent TV, but it wasn't crazy. And they can easily afford that. But my opinion on the TV, why everybody's, involved in this, is so they wanted Wendy to stay home.
Yeah.
Just like how Charlie said, she just couldn't help herself. I think that when they were planning this, they, like Charlie, Donna, and Harvey, knew deep down that Wendy was gonna go over there at some point. And so,
you think so?
Yo, let me tell you why I think that. Because if you're trying to commit an act of planned violence, part of getting away with it is to be notified of it and it be a surprise, right? So if like, that's why, in my opinion, Wendy went to lunch, because then she would have witnesses for people, for the police.
You see doing an alibi, yeah.
Right. But part of it is the alibi is the notification of something happening. And if you know that something's going to happen, you're not going to have that surprise when it does happen. So, in my opinion,
what do you mean?
So you ever, if someone told you that someone close to you or was once close to you was, taken out, you would have a certain type of reaction. it would probably be like you'd be stunned for a second, be like maybe in denial for a couple minutes. Like, no, are you serious? And then your
like the
emotions will take over.
process. Yeah.
Right. So, but if you're anticipating that, you might get the reaction of the immediate, oh
I know.
Wendy,
But you know what's the best part of that is that she was like leaned over and waiting
she was ready
to get it out.
Yeah.
And he's like, there was a shooting on Trescott. And she's like waiting. I would have been like, wait, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean there was a shooting? You know, like, but she's like, let me stay quiet until he gets it all out, and then I'm gonna let it all out and start bawling.
Yeah, immediately. But let me break this down to y'all. When, in my opinion, because I'm speculating on this, when they're planning this out, they know Wendy the best, and they know that she will go do whatever she wants to do. And so to keep her home and also have the notification go in an organic way, the way to do that,
they didn't trust her enough.
They didn't trust her, but listen, let me make sure I get this out right. So when you have Wendy at home with the repairman for the TV that she broke and blamed her kids for, when the repair is over, they get a notification of it because it's in your email. So Donna and Harvey share an email. Charlie,
I didn't think about that, but that is true. Like,
yeah, but let me
receipt or invoice. Yeah, sorry,
right.
I didn't know. That's something I never thought about.
The Geek Squad man being there forces her to be there, but once he leaves, you get like the survey or whatever. Did you like your, whatever? They get that. They don't wait for Wendy to get it to send to them, and they don't trust her to, do that because she's supposed to as part of the plan. They make it so they get the notification when it happens. So then they know, oh, she's not being watched over. So once the Best Buy Geek Squad man is there for a few reasons. He's there to keep Wendy at home. He's there to be used as a witness in the future. Like, yeah, I was there at 9:20 a.m. And then he's also his notification once he leaves lets the other family members know that this guy is gone, and they don't have to do that by directly contacting each other because Best Buy does it for them. All right.
I never thought of that notification where they send you like, how was your visit, the service, the survey.
Right.
And that does actually make sense as to why so many people were involved with the damn TV repair, because I'm like, if something breaks in my house, I don't tell my mom about it. Like if she calls me, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm waiting for someone to come and fix the AC or whatever. But it's not something that I like tell her about until maybe after the fact, and maybe not even then,
But let me say this. Once the guy leaves, and he was only there for a short amount of time, and he got there early. Remember, this happened at 10:50 a.m. If the Best Buy was supposed to be there between 10 and 12, in my opinion, they're looking at it that he's going to be there sometime in between time. So he might be there around 10, and that'll keep Wendy home for that hour or so that he's figuring out on the TV. And at the time that he's there, they do exchange calls because it makes sense for Donna to text or call Wendy. It makes sense for Charlie to call Wendy because they have a real reason to have the volley of calls at that time because they all share a vested interest in this television. Now,
and it was a small television.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, I know. I think it's just ridiculous. Like, it's just like when you look at it overall, like I know what you're saying, but I mean, like, when you really think about it, the fact that all these people were involved in this, like you said, in a TV that they can afford to replace, it's like, just, yeah, I agree with what you're saying that, it's
so let me say this other part. When Wendy was in the had her interview with Isom, she was real quick to give the information of the Best Buy guy to verify. That looks really suspicious to me.
Who does that?
They do that. They do that.
Because, okay, if a repair guy comes to your house, right? Are you like, let me write down your name? I don't even know their name sometimes. I know the name of the company, maybe their name tag, but she was like, well, I wrote down his name and his number, like, here you go, I got this proof. I mean, to me, that was so weird, that she's like, I know I wrote his name down somewhere. I mean, maybe you can write down their name, but I'm just saying the way that she pulled it out, like, or was talking about it in the interview, it was just so, like, sus.
It is. Now, I think that when the guy left, this is my opinion, I have to say this, Wendy tried to find a reason to leave the house. So she has a few calls going to what's it called? Her friends to meet for lunch. That gives her a reason to go over that way. Like, these people aren't experienced criminals. They're just used to getting their way. And it's from my standpoint, it's very obvious. And I think that she went the direction she went so she could go back to the crime scene, because I believe that she was there when it happened. Because if you look at her call record, she's using the phone a whole lot. Then at like 10:20, 10:24 or something like that, she makes an 18-minute phone call, and after that, she's off the grid. And her phone, because they do have her location of that phone on what is it called? In the file that you sent me.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna say, like, but what about the location of her phone? Like, do you think she left her phone at home if she was there?
I think that she left. I was kind of conflicted on it about her leaving her phone there, because I've heard that sometimes you can if you're what's the word I'm trying to use, if you make a call, your phone is on the same, connected to the same tower until the phone call ends. So I don't know if she thought that that'll keep things going, but they also don't talk about the police talking to the person, her name was Renee, to Renee about verifying that conversation. So
I guess what I'm curious about is if she was there when it happened. That was around 10:50, right?
Yeah, I'm about to put this
happened.
Put this up there.
Yeah. When did the Best Buy guy leave? And
I think like after like 40 minutes, like maybe like a little after 9 o'clock, but definitely I think before 9:45. That's what I think that, but they don't uh they don't they don't go they don't really say because he doesn't take the stand. But
I think I have the police report somewhere with him that
all right,
says
this,
his statement, but I don't
this
know where it is.
they have her the cell location now. All right, so longitude. So this is basically the same place: 84, 30, 84, 84, 20, 84, 82, 82, 82. All right, so this is movement here, and that's at 1 o'clock. But this isn't the earlier. But damn it, maybe they didn't include that.
I guess my question is like, because okay, the Best Buy guy was there and
Mm-hmm.
all that, and then she obviously sent like emails to the school or whatever. So, like, when would she have had the time to drive there just in time when the crime happened and then drive back home and then go that way? Do you know what I mean? That's
Yeah. So if we have Wendy's house here, all right. All right. So Wendy's house is here. The travel time for her to get not to Trescott, but to let's see, I think it's 2055 Thomasville Road. Give me a second. All right, yeah. All right. For her to get this is Thomasville Road here, okay? So Thomasville Road at that time had a path that went right over to Trescott. And
that's
right,
the one that True Crime Wifey showed, right?
yep. So I saw the fence, I was like, oh man, if it's I mean, I don't know if I don't think Wendy would hop a fence, but I mean, if she's
I feel like she would have.
she might hop a fence, but she was dressed in camouflage colors, and it's all green and brown over here. So now, Dan's house is. Let me zoom out a little bit. All right, right over here is Dan's house. I think it is. Maybe I went too far. Come on, yo. Am I looking at the wrong side of the street? I swear I know the street like the back of my hand at this point, and I don't know why I'm messing up.
I guess my only question about that theory that she was there when it happened is um the time, like, so Best Buy emails, like, when did she how did she know it was going to happen at that time, to be there at that time enough to then go back home? Do you know what I'm saying?
Because Dan Markel called her at 9:02 and told her exactly what he was about to do. He said he was going to the gym, do all these things, and I really didn't think he was going to tell her everything he was about to do, because I've seen him in other exchanges say when she asks, "Are you going to be in Tallahassee on this week? Can I have the kids?" And he just says, "Yes, you can have the kids," but he doesn't say if he's going to be in Tallahassee or not.
Yeah.
So I thought, because I mean, I do that. Like, if you ask me where I am, I don't tell you. Like, if someone's like, "Are you at home?" I'll just be like, "I'm around." I do that because I don't. It's not about people knowing where I am. It's more so I don't like them to know where I'm not. So, because I'm I have a
That's
different
just
experience. I just don't tell people where I am. So
yeah.
when he did that, I was like, oh, he's thinking proactively. Like he's definitely not letting her know what he's about to do so she can do something. But he told her everything. I'm going to be at the gym from this time to this time. And in my humble opinion, she told Sigfredo on the burner. So
I think that she absolutely told somebody that where he was going to be after he called and said, "I'm going to the gym at this time and this and that."
right, because there's a part where he calls her at 9:02. She checks the voicemail, and then like
Oh,
10
she
minutes
said she missed a call, but
she missed.
somehow she
Yeah,
saw.
she missed the call, but at the not at the same time, but she should have answered Charlie's call right there, but she didn't answer it. But then the Sigfredo and Luis know exactly where to go at that time. Come on now. Like, I don't care how crazy I sound about them being in contact with each other. But this couldn't happen without it, because they have no way of knowing where he is. They can watch his patterns and things like that, but the things that Dan does, more than just where he goes, but the sitting in the garage on the phone type stuff, that's something that if someone told you, like, yo, he likes to sit in the car before he goes in the house, that's for someone that like Sigfredo and Luis, that's gold, because the most dangerous place you can be, the most vulnerable place you can be, is sitting in a parked car.
Mm-hmm.
In a parked car in a garage, no one's going to see it. And that brings me to my next point. Wendy wanted to see it, but she can't see it because from this vantage point, she can't look into the garage. She heard it, in my opinion, and went back. She went back because she left her phone that whole time, went back, grabbed her phone, and then drove down Trescott. But the police were already there. She wanted to see it.
Mm.
Plus, you don't look as guilty when you're driving toward the scene. When you're if police for someone, they look, oh, you're, no matter where you are, if your direction you're going is away from the action, you look guilty. He's driving toward it. And I think in her mind, she's thinking, oh, I'm driving toward, so they don't think I'm involved. In my opinion, you're involved. You're driving back.
I respectfully disagree. Only because, okay, look, this is the only thing that I'm saying. Like, she was so sure to tell Isom every single part of what she did that day. Like, and then even like she was so like, oh, if you check my work laptop, you're gonna see that I emailed this person at this time and I did this at that time. So like, I don't see how she could be able to leave her house just to witness it and then come back. That's my opinion.
I think why she did that, because you're going to think that she's not going to leave her house and go back. You see what I mean? If you go to, all right, if you look at that interview and you just say, oh, she said she was emailing all those people. All right. But why is she up front with this information and knows it in the front of her head during a traumatic event like this?
Because she
because she knows
was
she's gonna have to give that information up. She knows she's gonna have to give that information up. So she's ready with it. And when you look like you're willing to give up information, you look like you're actually cooperating and you're helping. But if you have this information to give, if you prepare mentally and doing whatever you're doing to give it to them, it just seems like she's so ready. Like,
oh yeah, she had everything prepared. Yeah,
because she knows there's nothing on her phone. Of course, she was so quick to give that phone up. But
but I guess that's what I mean. Like, so yeah, I agree with that 100% on that point. And that's what I mean. It's like she was so ready to give up her work laptop, and she's like, you can check at this time I emailed this, at this time I did that, this time I did this. So I guess what I'm asking is, when did is there a gap in time that isn't accounted for when she went to go drive and then witness it and then drive back? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is there like dead air in that space?
You want to know the answer to that?
What?
I said, fuck yes. She's gone until like 11:20.
Oh, there is a gap.
There's a huge gap. She's doing all those calls until like 10:24, and she's not back. And then her phone has no activity for an hour. Okay, but she remembers all these people she emailed and all this stuff. And I was writing a paper. I was doing my laundry, all that stuff. But you were not doing anything. And the thing is, I've said this several times. Smartphones to people are like black boxes to airplanes. And if she has a regular phone and a burner phone, it's even worse, because you can't. I mean, you got two ears, but you can't have two conversations at exactly the same time or move differently. This is also measures your steps and everything like that. So even when you pick up your phone and just go like this and look at it logs it in data. It's stored in data, and that's what Cellbrite has. And that's the other part. And you have this information. You look at probable cause affidavit. It says the Cellbrite, and I can't remember the acronym for it, but it's another kind of cell extraction. Each one on their own is amazing. All right, if to know all the phone's data, but both of them together, they can use those two together, and they did for only her phone. Only one phone has two extraction reports on it. Only hers, not Donna's, not Charlie's, not Sigfredo's, nobody else. Only hers has two extractions on it. Also, he has another email address that we don't really know what that's about, but she has another email address, and when you have another email address, you can have another iCloud account. And you have another iCloud account, you can have another smartphone.
To be fair, I never reviewed any of that Cellbrite and all the cell phone stuff. So that's where I'm going to stop my debate, because to be honest, I skipped all that. Like, I don't like the numbers stuff on it. So, like, yeah, that's something I can't come back with, because I literally didn't see any of the cell phone movements and all that, or even knew that there was a gap in time. So, like, I could see why you.
And if you go over to the I'm trying to figure out how to make this easier. Okay, so even when you do something like this and you have, that's not the right one. I was just on Google Earth. All right, I'm on the wrong thing. I tried to go back to the call thing, but even when you have, where is that image at? I wish I was like one of like the other people that are real quick with this and just like go, you know.
I
But
know.
I'm
That one is the
getting,
end of the other batch. Like there's
I'm
that one
gonna
is like the end of it. It's all jumbled up. It's really annoying.
yeah. I mean, with the number stuff, as far as like the data with like call records and things like that, I think this is the right one. Is that it? Oh, whoop, there it is. Okay. So when you see stuff like, all right, I know this is the wrong part of the call record, but when you see this is the like the longitude and latitude, the 84 and then the 30. So when you see these brackets there, that means it hasn't moved. Okay. But when it has moved, it shows up a new one. So that's for me to look at that. If I'm gonna look all through through those 5,200 pages, and I'm gonna find that shit, and that's gonna be it right there. If her phone did not move at all, and if you're doing all these different things, your longitude and latitude is moving somewhere, and your phone logs.
In my defense, I hate math, so
I'm not.
That's attention to this. Anything with numbers, I'm not even looking at it. So
see, I'm not good at numbers, but I'm good at recognizing patterns with numbers. So I can go through. I know all the zip codes everywhere. Like if you tell me like the first 3 digits, I know what state it's in. I know all my friends' parents' license plates going back to middle school. Like I know the numbers of my friends' buses back in middle school to this day. I'm different with that. So like I can look at all the call records, and I've done it on my previous Wendy's TV videos, and I kind of redo the spreadsheet to make it like easier to read and show you the gaps. The gaps are the gaps in communication. If there's a pattern in the gaps in communication, that's usually a sign of communication in another way. And if she's using a burner phone, like if you're using a burner phone for something outside of legal reasons, you're stupid, because you're probably talking hella reckless on a burner phone. And also, being that it's a burner phone, you're not using it not even a fraction of the usage that most people would use a smartphone. Just seeing that if someone has a second phone in their possession, it's
like, why?
It's never being used, but a couple times, that's automatic. That's from a law enforcement perspective, that's automatically like, oh, you're doing something crazy. Especially if the phones aren't together. If they look at the data of the location and the phones aren't together, at least most of the time, and you're using one all the time and barely using the other, you don't even have to read anything. You know they're doing something crazy.
Right.
And
it's like, what do you need that for? You know.
Right.
Really quick, I saw this comment. I think
Miss Kitty, do you think Isom believed her? I don't know what Isom was thinking. I don't know. I watched that interview. He's letting support friends come in there in an interrogation.
When have you ever seen someone have their friend in there?
Yo, never.
Like, when
we did this together? I don't know. I think he had to have believed her to let her homegirl come in there and they just have a powwow. That's wild. He needs to answer that. And that's probably another reason why there's not that many Tallahassee people on the stand. They're all feds.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen someone. Usually, I mean, everybody is supposed to be treated as a suspect from the jump, right? And it seemed like with Isom, he was like, "Oh, you can help us because you're the closest to him, or whatever."
Yeah.
And in a way, it's like I don't want to believe that he believed her because I like him. He's funny, entertaining as part of somebody in this case. But I don't know. It was just so weird. Like, it's like Jane was in there forever, laughing it up, demanding, this woman needs a blanket. Somebody get this woman a blanket. She's shivering. It's like, what?
Let me ask you this. I'm gonna go there. You think they would do that if the same thing happened and you were Wendy?
I already know what you're gonna ask.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Like, I'm wondering, like, that much benefit of the doubt. Wild. Like, it's just those blue contacts. They should tell that's the first time someone's gonna lie to you.
Get some blue contacts.
I got one. Well, we're not really friends, but like anymore. But this fool has blue contacts for years, and he's darker than me. You're not fooling nobody. And he has an identical twin who just wears his clear contacts. Like, who are you fooling?
So his twin has clear contacts?
Yeah, he has. Yeah, but he's got the blue ones. Like, I know your grandma's white, but come on, But
what's funny is that when Wendy's like, and he asked me how blue my eyes were, and Isom's like, you got contacts.
Yeah. I like Isom, but I think he dropped the ball on this one. And also, you notice that the little interviews they did, like the Nick Atteridge one, Sanford was with them. The feds have been on this from the jump. Not the jump, since April or March of 2016. And look, it's gonna happen soon. I feel it. I feel it.
I think so.
I do. I really do. And I think that it's just a lot more paperwork with Wendy because I think she shields herself with powerful men.
I think it's gonna happen too with Wendy. I think with Wendy, it's just a way more delicate situation because of her immunity and her testifying so many times. So they have to be careful of what they can use if they need to question her, because everything that she said on the stand for those trials can't be used against her. So I feel like they have to comb through everything with the fine-tooth comb and be like, oh, because if they ask her, or if they use something against her that they may have asked in one of the previous trials, then that's out. You know what I mean? Like, it's more of a harder game,
I strongly disagree with that, because if she's caught lying, if something's untrue, then
yeah, I mean, yeah,
then that's derivative use immunity. All right, so there's transactional immunity. Like, say I get arrested for something and I'm about to rat everybody out, then if they offer me transactional immunity, that means I tell them everything in exchange for never. That's what Katie was gonna get, but she went the way she did. But
No, you're right about the lying part. Yeah.
But here's
And
the
we
other
all know she lies every damn time.
the consistency in the consistency in the questions that Wendy is asked, because we've seen people make videos showing Wendy being asked the same questions. Now, take the my methodology as far as call reports on the gaps in the lack of communication, use that toward her testifying. And what they don't ask her consistently, they never ask her, were you at bloop 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 Aqua Bay Bridge Road at between 10 and 10:30 or 10:45 a.m.? They never ask her where she was
There's a
because
lot of things they don't ask her.
you would say, I choose to assert my Fifth Amendment privilege. You see what I mean? So the things that you would think they would ask her, they never asked her. They never asked her where she was when this happened.
There's so many things that you're like, come on, Georgia, ask her about the Holocaust ring, or like they keep it very surface level with her. Like they don't dig into her. Like
right.
There's a lot of things that you want them to ask her, but they don't. I agree with that for sure.
I think part of the reason for that is not just the derivative use immunity, but they can show that under oath that she's answered the same questions in different ways. It don't have it. She tries to like matrix dodge the answer. You know
I know.
And
the most, like she does the most with dodging it.
Yeah.
I think I may have said that.
Right. So they give her consistent questions.
Said that.
Consistent questions, inconsistent answers. They don't have to say she's lying, but all they can say is like, look, she's answered these questions crazy. They never ask her the most important things of her whereabouts when this happened. Yeah. And that will tell you that they know more. But the problem is, since this happened, she's been working for federal judges. She's been next to this person. She's been doing nonprofits. And all those, look, the real crime is in those nonprofits. Not all of them, but some of them, because that is the easy. If you got real big money and you want to put it away somewhere, you just get a nonprofit and you throw the money here and then go there and they donate to you. You donate to them. Oh, I have her 990s of the you know what a 990 is? 990 is like a W-4 for nonprofits. So she's on several different nonprofits with 7-figure, 8-figure assets, and they'll donate a few thousand here, a few thousand there, a few thousand there, and you go to those nonprofits and they're donating back to them. Like, come on, like, what is that? If you're donating to another nonprofit, if a nonprofit is donating to another nonprofit, and then the next year they're donating it back, what do you think that is? And then she's not drawing a salary? Fuck out of here. Like that's where I think that's where the work is for the FBI, is to trace all that money. I don't know what she's doing, but she's running these nonprofits with big dollars behind them, and that who that money is attached to could be part of the reason why they're taking so long, because they have to just prove all these people. Like even I have seen a couple donations of Wendy donating the Republican and the Democrat of the same race.
Really?
Yes. What? Like, so what is that?
That's weird.
Yes, exactly. So it's not her. She wasn't donating a lot of money. It might have been a few $100, but it's like,
but still, yeah.
She's doing something. It's not about you want them to win. You want something from them if they do win. So you donate to both of them. That's crazy. So a lot of things like the nonprofit thing also, because that brings a lot of powerful people, and doing all that collection of money and things like that. I think that's part of it. And just like how she was on the campaign with Andrew Gillum, the dude that ran for governor for Florida in 2018. At the time of the murder, he was the mayor of Tallahassee. He runs for governor in 2018, he loses that election, but then in 2022, he's arrested for on a Fed charge for campaign contribution, corruption, something like that. He beat that case, but his lawyer was Charlie's lawyer when he got arrested.
All right, you need to make a whole video about this because that's why.
I did.
Wait, about this whole back story stuff and all that?
I did. I can make another one, but yeah, with Andrew Gillum ended up, he got arrested for some campaign stuff, but he got caught up in a hotel room in Miami doing some Skittles activities. So yeah. So he's out of there. Like oh man, I didn't even know about this, but yeah, he was doing Skittles activities in a Miami hotel, talking about he was at a wedding. I know you weren't. The wedding was outside. He had an escort in there, and then there was another escort that. Oh man, I gotta show you all this. Hold up, let me go back.
Yeah, I mean that's this is a whole nother dimension that I don't even know about when it comes to this case, to be honest.
Let me find that video, because I don't.
Oh, Miss Kitty, you're right. She said they haven't shared what was in Dan's phone and emails. We have never really actually seen anything that is on Dan's phone.
Right.
I think I even requested that.
I'm not gonna play my video. I'm gonna play the one that just goes straight to the point. Oh yeah, here we go. Let me share screen.
Developing at new releasing evidence today from an overdose incident involving former candidate for Florida Governor Andrew Gillum. And we're now getting inside the hotel room where they say it happened. Local 10 News reporter Laren Livingston is live in Miami Beach with the details. Laren.
Christy, Janice, police say back on March 13th, former gubernatorial candidate Andrew Gillum was so intoxicated here at the Mondrian South Beach Hotel that he could not even speak with officers. And as you mentioned, just this morning, Miami Beach police releasing body cam footage of their response to the hotel and that emergency call that night. Take a look at this. Much of the video inside of the hotel room was blurred because of privacy reasons, according to the police. But what we are able to see are police responding to that emergency call around 1 o'clock in the morning about a suspected drug overdose. Now, Gillum and two other men were inside the hotel room there, and police say one of those men, Aldo Mejias, went into the room earlier that night and found Gillum and another man, Travis Dyson, under the influence of a, quote, unknown substance. Dyson ultimately had to be taken to the hospital to be treated. Gillum, who'd reportedly been found vomiting in the bathroom there in that hotel room, was later allowed to leave the hotel and go home. Now, there are also photographs that police officers released to us. Pics from inside that hotel room show a mess of a hotel room. We're talking stained pillowcases and sheets. There are pill bottles that have been noticeably seen there in those photographs. And police also removed ultimately what they suspected at the time to be 3 small bags of suspected crystal meth. Now, Andrew Gillum was the first black nominee in a major party to run for Florida governor, narrowly losing to now Governor Ron DeSantis back in 2018. And he claimed he was here in South Florida for a wedding that night and that he never used meth, and he ultimately apologized for that incident. He also later released a statement saying that he suffered from depression following the loss there to the governor, and that led to alcohol abuse, and he said that he would be entering rehab. We've also now reached out to the Miami Beach police just to see if what was initially suspected to be crystal meth was later actually in fact found to be crystal meth. We're still waiting to hear back from them on that, and we'll continue to pour over this video, these photographs, and bring you more right here on Local 10 and at local10.com. For now.
They better not talk about that nigga in February ever. I don't want to hear he was the first black nothing. Nothing. Yo, you see those stains?
Mm-hmm.
They were partying. What were they rocking with? Hold on. Look, I didn't even. I know I made a video on this. I used this clip. I didn't even see what they were. Because they showed the bottles. Let me see what's going on here.
You think Wendy was at that party?
Wendy's a female. She's not gonna be at that party. It was Skittles. It was Skittles. Man. Hold on. They had the body cam, but the actual body cam footage. I said fluid. Footage goes. It just goes
body
black.
cam fluid.
Yo, look at those sheets. Like, what were y'all? I don't want to know what y'all are doing. Yo, whoever had to clean that room.
Oh God. Oh my God. I would be gagging.
You know the lady had to go in to clean there. You know, she was like, oh,
no, don't say that.
But, whoever she is,
she deserves.
Te Dio bendiga. You deserve.
Yeah, a lifetime.
A lifetime, yo.
Or something. Yeah, I cannot imagine. Oh my God.
He was talking about alcoholism. There was no alcohol in there. There was no bottles. It was bottles of something else.
I don't know what it was.
Yo, that's like a splatter, a trajectory to it. Like, what were y'all doing?
Stop it. Stop. I can't. Like, why?
Yo, he was talking about he was depressed. What the hell? I saw a couple little interviews, and you know this fool is like, I'm not gay. Like, bro, you had a male escort.
I mean, he's on some Diddy shit or something. I don't know.
This was. Man. Hold up. What are those right there? Hold on. This is a better picture. I know it.
He had a Timu Diddy party.
Timu. No, this is
Timu freak off.
I don't. You doing some real crazy shit. This don't even have a name. That bottle on the left doesn't even have a name.
Oh no.
SB4. What? I don't want. I don't even want.
It was some random.
I know. All right. Those look like. Those are they are 10 milli. They're in the O family of D rugs. So we're gonna keep going. Those look like 10. Those look like.
Wait, I can't see anything.
You can't see anything. Oh shit! Oh, I gotta go back then. Damn. What? See, that means no one else saw it. So I'm just rambling, looking at stuff. Damn it. Okay. Damn it. After this, yeah. We're gonna look at this, and then after that, I gotta get out of here. But
yeah. Me too. We've been on here. We said how long, and it's been how long?
Oh, my bad. It was supposed to be on the screen the whole time. Yo.
Oh, shit.
There you go, Blue River. You guessed it. They look real, but I mean, they got the name on it too. Let's see. We'll go back to another gander. What these do now? So those are for pain, and I don't know, but the way that pillow looked, there was something painful going on in there. So, all right, these are 2 milligram Xandemics. So, oh man,
Does that cause you to
doesn't it cause you? It's for anxiety.
projectile?
For what?
Does it cause you to projectile fluids?
This doesn't do anything, but like it's for anxiety. It will
I
not.
know, but like, what? Where did that you know?
Well, that other bottle, the SB4, that's for, I don't even know what words I can use. It's for I'll just say it's an injectable, but based on the bottle. But yo, what are y'all ugh. But yeah, but to then go into what's that man's name?
I just want to know what could cause somebody to like spew out like that.
I don't
That's what I'm asking. But I also don't want to know.
I don't want to know either. So then Oscar Marcus. So all right. That's David Oscar Marcus. He is big attorney. And where are we gonna go here? We have to from now. Some of the firm's high-profile clients, like this is real. Like this is Hillary Clinton, Andrew Gillum. Who is that?
Oh my God.
So when Charlie got arrested on April 22nd of 2022, that was his lawyer.
Wow.
July, I think 17th. I might be wrong on the date, but it was definitely July. Andrew Gillum got arrested for campaign stuff, not the Skittles activity, but definitely the campaign stuff. His campaign, on May 9th, David Oscar Marcus withdrew from Charlie's trial. So Charlie was arrested April 22nd, 2022. On May 9th, David Oscar Marcus withdrew, and then in July, a few months later, then Andrew got indicted on the Fed case. But
wow.
Let me I have a picture of Wendy with Andrew Gillum on his campaign. So he's running for governor of Florida in 2018. He was the mayor of Tallahassee in 2014 when this all happened. And if you're the governor of Florida, you can appoint judges. Certain, judges.
Yeah.
So in Florida, when a person wants to be a judge, they have to be on a special list. And I don't know how you get on the list, but once you're on the list, you get the governor chooses. Okay, but listen to this. How this connects. In 2019, Wendy started a nonprofit called Children's Something Defense Fund, something like that. And I'm not going to try to bring it up because that's going to take too much time. And I want to just say this part, but she started a nonprofit. She did not file taxes on that nonprofit on the 990 form in the following year. She started this nonprofit in August of 2019.
Okay.
September of 2019 is when Sigfredo and Katie went to trial. Now, she started this nonprofit in August, and she added a man named Alan Abramovitz. He is the ad litem attorney for Florida. He's appointed by the governor for that job, and he was doing it for 10 years. Ad litem is like the person who's like the lawyer for, I don't know, like for kids, right?
Yeah.
They do now think about that, custody, things like that. She's known him for at least 7 years because she wrote a journal with him for the Bar Association of Florida. He's very powerful in that whole ad litem circle. So she added him to her nonprofit, effectively making him putting him on her payroll. 1 month.
I think you have to draw me a diagram on this because we're at 2 hours and you're starting to lose me.
Listen, now all right, but listen, and then after
I need a list.
Stop. So when she adds them to the nonprofit a month before Katie and Sigfredo go to trial, she takes them off right in January of 2020. Now you remember she went to ABC Liquors, right? All out of her way to go to ABC Liquors. But in my opinion, she didn't go to ABC Liquors for the Bullet Bourbon because she had to go there. It's because Alan Abramovich, his office is in the Second Circuit Court, which is directly next door to ABC Liquors. And she went there at
I remember
12:30 and lunch is at 12 o'clock. I'm telling y'all, I connect the dots before people know that there's dots to connect. Don't fuck with me.
Well, I need you to draw me a diagram, like with bullet points and a map.
I have one in my iCloud, but we gotta go. We said we were gonna do this like 90 minutes. But
I know. And then also we didn't really get into like our email stuff as much. All right, so maybe we should do a next part, maybe on my channel.
Yeah.
And I can control everything and click on all the stuff.
All right.
And then we could figure out like the actual emails that go along with.
Yeah. We'll do that. Damn, you just shot me down like I'll click this off.
No, because do you understand? Like after you sent me that, like it's so fun to click on every single thing and like the way you organize everything. So like I want to do that next time, so I can show everybody how cool it is.
Let me put your channel in the munch. Well, can you do that? I want to make sure I get it right. It's
Spill the Crime.
I'm putting it in there. Spill the Crime, and you have an underscore then T, right?
I think so.
You think so, but I know it.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me check.
I need a diagram.
Hold on. Let me see. Oh yeah, Spill the Crime underscore T. You're right.
Now say sorry.
For what?
Never mind.
What did I do?
All right. This was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then next time we'll go on your channel, and it'll be even more and a more. I can't even talk. I need a diagram.
More in depth.
It'll be more in depth.
Diagram, yeah.
It'll be crazy. So
yeah. It'll be more email and awesome creation presentation that you did oriented. We did a good intro to it though.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. So it's gonna it'll be good. And all the other stuff, I'm gonna. In the meantime, the call records, all that stuff, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, because this is just the beginning, so it's like, we have so much more information and data coming through.
Yeah.
So, yay.
And I have the other diagrams with all the people and stuff. I have that too. I'm gonna build that. I'm gonna.
Thank you.
Man, I love the visual aspect of it because sometimes when I get all trying to explain it, it just goes all over the place. And I'm just like,
Well, yeah, I mean, for me, like, I need like bullet points and a diagram really helps.
yeah, I just because I don't have that linear.
Because you're like this person and that person, and like in my head, I'm like,
yeah,
what?
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So thank
right,
y'all
cool.
for watching, and
Thank you guys.
and y'all be safe.
And
Be safe.
subscribe and like to both channels. I mean, like
Of
this video, but
Yeah.
sub to both.
All the above. So within a week,
Right.
we're gonna try it within a week. If we
Yeah.
get the other information, probably a week.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's gonna be a lot to add to if we get all those.
I don't care. I didn't even sleep. I
know. I was like, how did you do this in 2 days? Like, it's so crazy to me.
I'm like that. So
Well, it's awesome. All right, let's try to go, for a week or whatever, and then we'll see what kind of info we get in or what we can review to add in. So
perfect. Y'all be safe, all right?
Bye everyone.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.